So Kyler Murray's agent just released a statement making this whole Cardinals versus Kyler Murray thing even more public than it already was. Let's talk about it. And also, only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Enjoy the video. So on Monday, February 28th, Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray's agent released a statement that had a very detailed contract proposal to the actual Cardinals organization. In this statement, they basically laid out that if the Arizona Cardinals want to consistently compete for championships, then the franchise needs long-term stability, noting that that's exactly what they would have with Kyler Murray long-term. So after all the controversy of deleted Instagram photos of the team and all this weird drama and rumors, it's pretty clear that Kyler Murray wants to stay with the Cardinals long-term, and he's really focused on wanting to win a Super Bowl and put together consistently good teams in Arizona. It laid out how Kyler is proud of the team turning the franchise around and having a good season, coming from a 3-win team and the last-ranked offense in the league to what they were last year, showing how each year they're improving, winning more games. And the statement mentions how he won Offensive Rookie of the Year, back-to-back Pro Bowls, and doing that despite playing in the NFC that, as we all know, has a lot of quarterbacks to compete with. Apparently, they sent a very detailed contract proposal to the team, of which we don't know the details, and that it was important for Kyler that it reflected that the Cardinals provide Kyler with financial protection that's in line with the current quarterback market, lower his cap salary next year to help the team re-sign deserving teammates and add free agents, of course, and most importantly, show that they have a real commitment to Kyler's main two goals of being the Cardinals' long-term quarterback and, of course, winning a Super Bowl. They also noted that actions speak louder than words in this volatile business, so basically, they're trying to force the Cardinals' hand by going public with all this and putting the pressure on the team. So my thoughts on this situation is pretty simple. Kyler wants the team to give him a massive contract and be at least in the top 5 highest paid quarterbacks, but also is willing to move money around financially to help the team by things like converting his salary into bonuses and other financial workarounds to sign better players and re-sign ones that deserve it. I mean, it makes sense to me, honestly. He's 24 years old and Kyler's already a really good quarterback, and it's the most important position in the NFL, so why not just go ahead and commit to him long term? I mean, just pay the man and build your team around him. It's pretty simple if you ask me. And I know the timing isn't great because the way the Cardinals finished the season. I mean, they were 7-0 and then they finished 4-5 down the stretch, and of course the terrible loss in the playoffs, but they did lose to the eventual Super Bowl champs, the LA Rams, in that crazy defensive line. But overall, I do think it's worth it. I mean, he's next in line, right? I mean, we go through this every offseason. I mean, every single year, whichever quarterback that's in the top 15 in the league, they come up for an extension, they seem to always break a new record. I mean, it's just becoming the norm now. I mean, Kyler might not be the best quarterback in the league, but he's definitely good enough to win with, and if you put the right pieces around him, I do think they could win a Super Bowl. So the Cardinals should honestly just give in and pay him top dollar. I mean, I could be wrong, I don't know, but if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. But I just think that this is the new norm in the NFL. We see crazy quarterback deals every year, and that's just how this league operates now. I mean, he's only making a combined $4.5 million next year total, and that's criminally low, especially with how good he's done. Like they mentioned earlier, 2 Pro Bowls. But it's understandable as he's on his rookie contract. I just think that they already got a huge value out of him with his play on that rookie contract, and now it's time to pay up. It's time to pay the man back. Cardinals owner said that he's been in communication with Kyler, and talks are going good. He said last week they were having a lot of good conversations, but I kind of doubt that if Murray and his agent had to resort to this whole public display. But hey, where would they be without him? I mean, they probably wouldn't have won 11 games last year. So in my opinion, pay Kyler Murray and move on with your life, Cardinals. I mean, there's just too many moving pieces in the offseason. Just lock up your quarterback long term and start to improve your offensive line and just make your team better in general. Murray's really fun to watch, and if he keeps improving, the Cardinals are going to keep improving as well. I mean, it's just my thoughts on the situation. I think it's pretty ridiculous that it had to come to this point in the first place. I mean, again, I know there's a lot of talk around the league about, Murray isn't really that good, after the finish, what's going on with the offense. The offense looked terrible in the playoff game. Murray was making some weird decisions, but I mean, we saw a lot of quarterbacks struggle against the Rams in the playoffs. I mean, of course, Tom Brady in the second half of the Bucs-Rams game, I mean, he was lighting them up, but overall that Rams defense was really good, and they completely shut down the Cardinals. And of course, like we said, there are reasons that the Cardinals, they finished slowly. They had that 4-5 finish to the year, but again, I think that he's shown enough flashes that if you protect him, give him enough time, and put a good team around him, that Murray can help you win. I think the Cardinals have a franchise quarterback. I mean, we all know how difficult it is to find that top 10, top 15 quarterback in the league, and to me, I just don't know why they're delaying it. The owner said it's a complicated process, lots of little details in the contract situation, but the fact that we had to do this whole Instagram deleting photos thing, and now they're releasing this, it's all over Twitter, people are giving their opinions on it, it's just ridiculous to me. Kyler Murray's done enough to get a huge contract, just pay him. I mean, at one point or another, if you want to really, really good quarterback in this league, you're gonna have to pay top dollar. Now, of course, I'm sure the Cardinals wish, they had, one of the actual top quarterbacks in the league, but, you got to work with what you have. I think they have a really good quarterback in Kyler Murray, and that they could win and possibly win a Super Bowl. When Murray has protection, we see what he does. I mean, we all know what he can do with his legs running the football, but if you give him good protection, I mean, he can play really well. I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I think that he's going to sign. I think that it's always been a done deal. I just think that now them going public like this, it must have meant that the Cardinals were trying to lowball him. Maybe just pay him as like the 10th best quarterback when he really wants to get paid top 2, top 3. And because of this public display, I think he's probably gonna get it. The pressure's gonna be on. Cardinals fans are gonna be all over the management, the ownership, like, hey, just pay him. We want him to stay. So yeah, I don't know. Cardinals fans, let me know what you think. Should he be paid top dollar? How much? If not, how much should he be paid? I mean, I don't know. I think he's gonna get what he wants at the end of the day. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. As always, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you like NFL content. A lot more videos on the way. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.